What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video. Now this video comes from Kendra G. So there's a woman on here who's afraid to tell her real age, so she lies about her age. Let's continue to see what else she says that contradicts her own requests and things that she wants from a man. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Make sure you hype up the video, share the video, all that good stuff. And also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, y'all. But let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
My name is Faye Baby. Oh my God, you picked the one day.
Wipe your screen and give me some light, honey.
Hi, Kendra. Oh my God, I love you.
Hey, girl.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right, so let's do this. So, Faye Baby, how old are you, love?
25.
How old are you? How many years have you been on Earth?
25 in 36 days. I don't know.
Oh my God. You're really 25.
This is not Kendra. Not Kendra. Kendra a trip. Kendra don't believe that this lady is 25. Kendra a trip, baby, when I tell you. But listen, do y'all think she looks 25? I mean, she don't look bad. She got good skin. She don't look that old. So, I mean, I wouldn't give her 25. But she don't look that old. She don't look bad. Let's continue.
I mean, let's don't crack. And you look good. You just don't look 25.
No, Kendra, no. Okay, I'm 30.
You sure? 30 plus what?
Come on now, Kendra. Now, damn.
Now you doing it to yourself. Now, Faye Baby, here's the deal. I understand you are an artist, but this is a legitimate question that everyone has to answer, and you have to give me your authentic age. Now, if for any reason you don't want to answer that, that's fine. We can hang up, but you can't give me the age you give your fans. You got to give the real age of how many years you've been on the planet.
What you want me to say? 40? I ain't 40.
I don't know. I know 25 was a lie. So because 25 was a lie, now we're questioning everything because you started off with a lie. What year was you born? How about that?
Okay, y'all. I am 30 years old.
What year was you born?
What's the math on that?
Why don't you like telling your real age?
Because I'm in the, you know, you in the industry, folks.
I'm in the industry too. I'm gonna be 45 in 3 weeks. I tell my age all the time.
You look amazing. You look amazing.
Thank you. But here's the deal. You have to own whatever you are.
Right.
Point blank period. Right? And at the end of the day, to me, age is God's greatest blessing. You don't get no better blessing than a birthday. Because the opposite of a birthday is death. So I don't think you should celebrate every single age, and you should own every single age.
That's true. My grandma used to say, you know, a lady, don't tell her age. If she tell your age or her weight, she'll tell you any damn thing. So I was raised by her.
Well, then your grandmother should also told you don't call her Kendra G, because the first question she's gonna ask you is your age, and if you don't want to answer your age, then you ask her to call her.
That's true. That's true. She ain't know you. She don't know you.
See, your grandmother ain't know me. All right, so are you ready to proceed?
I am.
All right, so 35. What's your zodiac sign?
Yo.
But would y'all want to, if a man lied to y'all about, what if they grandma told him the same thing? What if they grandpa told him don't tell the lady? What if a man lied to you about his age and his weight? Are y'all gonna be, how y'all gonna look at that? Because if it's okay for you to lie about it, shouldn't it be okay for him to lie too? You know, or wouldn't it be okay for him? Maybe he have something that he was told not to tell the truth about. Would y'all be okay with that? Probably not. That's why I say some of these old ideas or whatever has to be done away with. It doesn't, in today's society, it doesn't matter. And a lot of these people are still listening to that old stuff and going by that. And then they end up lying to people and then be mad when somebody lied to them. Y'all gotta stop. Let's continue.
So is that how you pay your bills, singing and songwriting?
Yes, I do a few things because I'm in Atlanta. We have to do a lot of things, but I'm a singer-songwriter, so I host events here. I perform here. I'm a working actress, emphasis on the working actress. And then on the side, I do Airbnb and like I have a ghost kitchen for like DoorDash and stuff. So I'm just a mega entrepreneur, hustler.
Okay, so you're a hustler. Yeah. But listen, you don't have to, but do you want to give us 20 seconds?
20 seconds of a song?
Oh, do you want to sing it? Do you want to give us 20 seconds of singing?
What y'all want me to sing?
Anything you want to sing, Faye Baby.
Let me see. Nothing's coming to mind. Damn.
Girl, no.
Okay, we can keep going.
Yeah.
All right, so Faye Baby, do you have any kids?
No kids.
So we got Faye Baby, 35. Are you calling me from, you live in Atlanta?
But I'm from Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham originally.
Okay, from Birmingham, but currently right now you reside in Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
So,
my God.
Faye Baby, Atlanta, 35, Leo, singer, songwriter, owns some Airbnbs, no kids. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Whew. Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for the question. I want a masculine man, okay? Because I live in Atlanta, and that's a shortage of that. I like sturdy men. I like tall men. I would prefer you to be tall, dark, and handsome. But you could be light skinned or other race as well. But I just like the quintessential 6'6", 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches of penis at least, that type of thing. I do want you to be saved. I like people who love the Lord. I'm very country. Although I do a lot of worldly things and stuff. The most worldly thing I do is twerk. But in spite of me twerking, I do love the Lord, at the end of the day. So I'm very, very spiritual. So I would like for him to be a praying man as well.
I think it's a contradiction to say you're a worldly person and you love God, but you do worldly things. But then you're very, very spiritual. No, that don't really go together. Like, you got to pick one now. But a lot of women are walking contradictions. You just say anything and people just supposed to, oh, girl, yeah, you crazy, girl, and just accept it. Like, come on now, stop saying you're so spiritual and all of that when you're worldly at the same time. You're going to pick one side. You got to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue.
Him being time rich, so entrepreneurs is my thing. But if he's not an entrepreneur, he's just very established in his career, that's great. Just have something going on so that you can, take care of me as I take care of me. I don't like liars. I just want them to be, not married and all these things that I deal with here. Not gay, not down low, not married, not broke, not, homeless, not none of that.
Okay.
It's real simple.
You kind of got to the deal breakers early. The next question is, what are your deal breakers?
Oh, not married men, gay men, down low men with little Peter Wackles and stuff like that.
This would be my question. If you found a man who made good money, was interested in you, could provide for you, all the tall, handsome, has all of the qualities that you look for in a man, but he's not well endowed down there, would you pass him up or would you keep him? Because once again, I think the priorities for what women are looking for is always off. And so I just think a lot of times women, look over good men because of those superficial reasons. And I say it all the time. And then they end up back out there still looking and they never find what they're looking for. So I always say, look, find a man who has the qualities that are the most relevant and most necessary. Some of that other stuff, I mean, you could do without. But I just think when I hear women who say that, he got this list of what they need the man to have, a lot of these women end up single for the rest of their lives. Or struggling in relationships and not happy because they're not getting what they want. They're not content in the relationship because they can't find that, a guy who checks off every box, every list, or every that they have. And so they end up by themselves, going from man to man to man, still ending up by themselves. And this is why I say you have to look at what's most important if you really want that for real in your life. What do I know, child? Let's continue.
I don't really like really short men either, because I'm short and I want to feel protected. And all the short men I've ever dated was like, uncertain about their masculinity and wanted to like flex on me. I don't really do a lot of short men, so I really not a lot of skinny men. I don't like whores. It's very simple.
Okay, you kind of got there early too. How should he look? Should he look a certain way?
Yeah, I like physically. I like men who focus on their physical appearance. So like working out, I like to work out. I'm a little bit out of shape right now because I'm a former bodybuilder, but I like men who focus on their health and making sure they take care of themselves, because I don't want to bury no husband. So,
You don't want to bury yourself, so make sure you take care of yourself.
Right. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to look great, naked. I would love for you to, I like nice smiles, nice hands. I like, good hygiene, not good hygiene without being feminine. It's not that complicated.
Okay.
Just, I like a sturdy, big, broad back, strong, well capable, husky man.
Christian bound. Correct, too, right?
Yeah.
And you want him now, how much money do you want him to make?
So I've done my share of broke men, Kendra. I've done that's my contribution to the earth. I can't do no more. That's it. I don't have nothing else, you know. So I would prefer them to be wealthy. I want to know that we don't have to worry about if you lose your job, you know, losing a job and we be on the streets ever. I don't want you to ever be about to lose your property or none of that.
But that's interesting when women say that, because she's a hustler. She presented herself as a working hustler, basically. She got a whole bunch of jobs. So she has to have a whole bunch of jobs to make ends meet. But then you want a rich man where you don't have to do anything. But I find that interesting. You know, every time I hear women say that, oh, I want, because it's like, do you stop what you're doing and then you just let him take care of you? Or do you continue to work all your 5 jobs and stack your money and he just take care of you fully? You would think that if you're already used to working and you're a hustler, that you would continue to hustle and this man just add to it and y'all work and y'all hustle together. But they come in like as if they don't never have financial issues, or if they don't ever have issues where they lose some gigs or, you know, money dry up over here and they got to find something else to do. That is normal. They act as if they never have any obstacles in their line of work. And I'm pretty sure that if you are a hustling entrepreneur, that you know how one day you could have money and the next day it'll be all gone. So if you meet a man who does well, but y'all can bring y'all resources together, then that's still a load off you because you're not responsible for all of it by yourself. But instead, they want somebody to just come and take over while they do nothing, or whatever they do, they keep their money to themselves. And that's what men are tired of. That's what most men are not willing to do that. Let's continue.
6 figures is nice, but that's really not rich. I'm in the era where I want us to figure out how we can crack the code to being wealthy so we can have views like you, Kendra. I just want to have a view like you. Like, you see that back there?
Kendra worked very hard for this view. Kendra worked over 20 years for this view, and Kendra never looked for a man to provide it for her.
Well,
so that's the secret.
I know
that's why if you're going to use me as an example, no, Kendra worked over 20 years and she never looked for a man to provide it for her.
Understood. Get me together, Kendra. I shut the up.
I'm not trying to tell you to shut the up, but I do want to just say that because I'm hearing myself in a lot of comparisons lately, and I just want to make sure we are clear. But I want to say this because I want to get clarity for your desires. So you're saying wealthy. You said 100K is not really enough. So what is your minimum?
I know the cousins gonna try to come for me. Like, I know they're gonna try to eat me up if I say, oh, I want him to be a millionaire. But and the thing about me is that I feel like if he's even like starting a business, has a vision or something like that, when he gets with me, it's only going to multiply. But if he already has it, then he can teach me a little bit more. Then that's even better. But the one thing I don't want to do is not operate in the spirit of abundance. I'm done with the poverty. We've seen it in our bloodlines. We've seen it from our family. We've seen it from our hoods, our ghettos. And I'm just finished with it. So I have dated, for people like, oh, she don't need to. No, I've dated the man who drove the Ford Focus and the Ford Taurus and all. That's cute, you know what I'm saying? But I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? We finished with your focuses. We need you to focus on forwarding, not Fords no more. Forwarding.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the question for the third time. What is the minimum amount of money he should make?
I would like him to make at least a quarter
Okay,
million.
So 250K.
Yeah.
So do you make 250K?
I do not. I'm a 6-figure though, so I'm lower 6-figure. But I don't want him to want what I got. I want him to be better than me.
You want to be better than you?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you want to be better than you. 250K. She did her share of broke men. So if a man made 150K, he shouldn't reach out to you. Oh, your phone went out, honey.
We can talk for sure.
Oh, you can talk to a man that made 150K.
For sure.
Can you talk to a man that made 100K?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Can you talk to a man that made 80K?
Come on now, Kendra.
I'm just asking.
That's a no. That's a no. Basically, Lord have mercy. They just want somebody to spend all the money on. They want somebody to take care of it. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that when you think about it. But these women wait till they're older and, set in their ways. And then when it gets difficult for them financially, now you want a man to come and do all that. And these men are like, no, ma'am, I'm not doing. Men are tired. They're tired. They're tired of looking at it to be just the money wagon, like just a wallet, You don't care about nothing else. They could be good dudes, but all you care about is a wallet. Men are tired of this, and quite frankly, it's just getting old. Like these unrealistic requirements, 250K to date a man. Like, come on now, it's just too much, y'all. I'm just tired of hearing it. It's just becoming ridiculous and redundant. And it's just something that a lot of men don't want to do. And a lot of these women, for the way she doesn't look bad, and I'm not saying she doesn't look bad, but a lot of these women don't even look the part. They don't even care about pleasing a man or doing nothing for him, but y'all want him to spend his money on you 24/7. Like, it's just insanity to me. You know what I mean? Once again, a lot of these women are looking for help. They don't want companionships. They don't want these men for real. They want help. They need their bills paid. And the only way they can think about getting those bills paid is through a man. Even though they're supposed to be decentering men and you don't really want them, but you want them. You don't need them. You want them, but you end up needing them because you want them to come in with all this money so they can help you. Because if they make less money, they might not be able to help you the way you want them to help you. That's what it's all about. It's a selfish mentality. But we don't see that happening in huge numbers. These women got to get out and work, and y'all got to take care of yourselves. So y'all find a husband, and then y'all got to work together. That's it. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna leave it here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Hype up the video, share and like, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think, y'all, of this particular video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.